Okay, Statesmen football fans, it's time to wrap up these position previews for the 2013 Delta State University football team. We're going to finish up with two of the funnest positions on the field, right, Herb?
You're exactly right, Katie. The quarterbacks and the special teams unit are probably two of the most exciting and influential units on the football field at times.
They've done well. We've thrown a lot at them. Coach Anthony and his defense has given them a lot of multiple looks, but I thought we've done really well. We got 4 newcomers in at the position. The only one that went through spring was Dennis Robertson, and that kind of showed. He felt a little more comfortable early in camp, but I'm real pleased with the way the group has progressed. Really am. I just think the overall vision of where their eyes are supposed to be, knowing what we're supposed to do, they've done a really good job. I thought Travis Champion's done a real good job here lately of pressing the tempo the way we want it, and I was excited. I'm excited about that. Each one of them do things differently. Of course, Tyler Sullivan, I thought he was really coming along, broke his left hand, kind of a freak deal, but that's football, and he'll be back. He gets a lot of mental reps right now, and we're getting him some individual work, and I'm really excited about him. I think they all do something differently, bring something different to the table. Morgan's a real good athlete. He's kind of been up and down. He's had a couple of really good days, and he's had a couple of days where he wasn't as good, but I'm pleased with the position. I'm expecting him to just run the offense. It's like we talk about. You're the point guard. Your job is to distribute and get the ball in the hands of all those athletes around us, and that's what we're trying to do. Press the tempo, protect the football, make good decisions, and when a chance to hit a big play, let's hit it. I think for the most part we've done a good job of not only learning a new system with a new tempo, but playing against a pretty stingy defense, in my opinion. That's tough at times because I get into scrimmage situations and I kind of lose sight of the whole picture because I'm still coaching a position. That's just going to take time. It's just going to take time for me to get used to that. But you want your position to do so well, and you get caught up into what they're supposed to do instead of. So a lot of times I'll come back and watch the tape, and I have to watch it 2 or 3 times to watch the defense, see how everybody's flying to the ball, and that's been the toughest thing. But other than that, I think I'm getting used to it.
The special teams, first off, is this. What people have to understand is the critical importance of the special teams. 1 out of every 6 plays in a football game is a kicking play. So therefore, you figure out that 10 minutes of every hour you're on the field has got to be spent on special teams. Except we actually practice it more than that. Our normal practice is an hour and a half here because we're so up-tempo. Our practice is the fastest moving thing you've ever seen in life. But we still spend 25 minutes of an hour and a half in the kicking game. That's how important it is to us because you're going to win or lose there. The progress of it is pretty good. Here's probably the hardest thing is that we had 63 new faces on the roster. So the first week was a lot of drill stuff, finding out who could block a kick, who can return a kick, who can drop and block, who can cover and tackle. And so where normally you start putting your schemes in the first week. So we were a little bit, I won't say behind, it was just the way it was, And so now the schemes are getting instituted and we're trying to clean those up. Progress is good, but we got to keep making huge jumps this week during week 3 of camp. Punt team now, I tell you, we're coming around. We're lucky with old Justin Holt. Now he can hit it. And Coach Cooley's done a great job. Coach Cooley's working with the punters and the kickers. He's done a super job. He's converted Holt from a 3-step punter to a 2-step punter just in the matter of the last week. That's huge. And, just the average fan doesn't recognize that little bitty thing, but you're talking about get-off time. In other words, we went from getting the ball off on a punt at 2.3 seconds to now we're consistently around 1.9 seconds. And so anytime you're working at 2 seconds or below, it's very difficult to get a punt blocked. And so I'm very excited about that unit. I think they're maturing and growing. A couple little positions we've got to clean up protection-wise. I think we've got good speed as far as, coverage. But when you talk about special teams, the 2 critical, all of them's important, don't get me wrong, but the punt team and kickoff coverage is where it's at. Games are won and lost on those 2 units. Matthew Wiley from down in South Florida and Vince Serrata from over in Georgia, they're battling it out there. And it could be that one of them handles kickoffs, one of them handles the place kicking. We're going to see how that rattles out. But they're the 2 place kickers, and Justin Holt handles our punting duties. They both are very talented and very young at this point. They're both true freshmen, but that's why we went out and signed 2. Probably the biggest conversion, again, the average fan may not notice it. In high school, you're able to use on PAT field goals an actual rubber block, that you place the ball down on. Well, in college, you're off the ground. and all of a sudden you find out if a guy's really a kicker or not. And these guys have adjusted to coming off the ground pretty good. We're working right now on just some basic fundamentals, getting the hips square with the middle of the crossbar, not spinning on the plant foot, those type things. But they're progressing, and we've done a lot. We've done a lot more live PAT field goals. We do it at least every third day, more than usual, just simply so that these freshmen can feel live bullets coming at them. I think much improved. You know, I really think so. You know, we're a staff that's come in here that's very important to us. We spend a lot of times in the classroom, on special teams, a lot of times devoted to it on the field, and it's just very important to us. And I think if we keep progressing, we're going to show people that we're not just special teams, but we're special forces. That's what we got to be.
You are prepped and ready to go. We've talked about every position on the field for the Delta State University football team, but actually, we're not done yet.
You're exactly right, Katie. Stay tuned to GoStatesmen.com for this week's coverage on game day, Saturday, September the 7th, against Mississippi Valley State in Itta Bena, Mississippi at Rice-Totten Stadium.
All right, I'm Katie Smith along with Herb Brooks. Thanks for watching.